What you see here is a part of the grant that was awarded to Texas AgriLife Research by USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, under a program called Specialty Crops Research Initiative Program. Our project, 5-year-long project, was funded, and we are through the first year and we are now into the second year of the project. And the main goal of the project is to develop cultivars of major turf grasses that are drought as well as salinity tolerant. And the idea is to target the south and the southeast region and the industry, turfgrass industry. And as part of this project, we will be looking at 5 different turf grasses, to include Bermuda grass, St. Augustine grass, zoysia grass, and seashore paspalum. Those are the 4 warm season grasses, and we are also going to be looking at one cool season grass, just annual ryegrass. This is a collaborative project between 5 universities from South and Southeast, to include Texas A&M, or I should say Texas AgriLife Research, Oklahoma State University, University of Florida, University of Georgia, and North Carolina State University. So all the turfgrass breeding programs from these 5 universities have gotten together, again, with one goal in mind, and that is to produce the best drought and salinity tolerant turfgrasses. So we are here at the St. Augustine Grass Space Plant Nursery, and we are looking at 160 experimental lines of St. Augustine grass that were contributed by Texas AgriLife Research and Turfgrass Breeding Program from North Carolina University. So these 160 experimental lines are replicated twice here, and this year, the first year, was the establishment year. And so we were giving them the optimal conditions for watering and irrigation, fertility, mowing, just the best conditions, so that to promote their establishment. Realize that these were planted on 4-inch plugs, and the idea is to allow them to fill into a 3 feet by 3 feet plot. And next year, these will be stressed. These plants will be stressed out. The water is going to be shut down for a couple of months, and the idea is to select the 3 to 5% survivors, 3 to 5% good performers. So just at the establishment phase, you can see some of the genetic variability. Now these all have been treated the same, but you can still see the differences in terms of how much they have spread, the color, the texture, the density of the grass, and which is what we are taking notes on this year. And we'll continue to do that next year, but again, the next year the emphasis is going to be on selection of drought-tolerant material. And the material, that 3 to 5% material that will be selected next year, will then be studied in further detail, and maybe on a bigger plots, not 3 by 3, maybe let's say 10 by 10 plots, again at all 5 universities, to include 7 locations, and some of those material will be also tested under the rainout shelter as well as in the greenhouse to screen for salt and drought. And again, the idea is that after going through the cycle of space plant nursery and replicated trials for next 5 years, we would have identified the best cultivar for our industry.